Hi guys, welcome to my bed. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be discussing things that I like, things that I've been liking right now during the summer, things that I've been consuming, my favorites basically. And yeah, starting with books because of course I finished reading The Clan of the Cave Bear and I absolutely loved it. This is a historical fiction and it talks about a girl named Ayla who is a Homo sapiens Cro-Magnon, and that is like the earliest modern humans that resemble us. Like they are the ones that they're like the Homo sapiens that resemble us the most. After the death of her whole tribe, she is left alone and almost attacked by a wild animal, but she is saved by a Neanderthal clan and taken in by the shaman, not the shaman, but like the doctor of their group, I guess. In a way, it's like a coming of age story. It reminds me a lot of Jane Eyre in like that way of like the narration going, like we follow the protagonist from childhood into adulthood. Basically, that is what happens here. We follow like Ayla from her childhood to when she is taken in by these Neanderthals and how she is trying to adapt into the Neanderthal costumes and their ways of life, their culture, which is very different from her own. I really liked this book because it had like a lot of facts, a lot of information. It was very like, the book was an exposition. The author had really done her research, and I think she is like she has a PhD in like history or something like that, but you can really see the research that was done. A little something that I did not like was the character Ayla was a little bit of a Mary Sue. Since she was the only Homo sapiens here, I feel like she was too much of the never done before, like the kind of character that does something once or the first time and they are just perfect at it the first time that they do it. And since she was a Homo sapiens and the others were Neanderthals, she was like the smart one guiding them or like showing them the way or something like that. It was a bit annoying at times, but I guess it's just to show the differences between Neanderthals and Homo sapiens. But apart from that, I really loved this book. I cried a lot. It is not an easy read. It is quite, if you're sensitive about some topics, you should avoid this book a little bit because it deals with very strong themes. But yeah, I really enjoyed reading this book. Moving on to movies, I recently went to watch Backrooms, the like horror thriller, psychological thriller, something like that, and I went to watch it in the cinema and I really liked it. Actually, I felt like the characters were very well done, well made, very well developed, especially the protagonist. He was a very fleshed out protagonist and I like all the theories. I'm still thinking about all the theories, and my sister and I are starting the Backrooms like YouTube catalog. Like it's like a playlist of very short videos about the Backrooms basically, and it reminds me a lot of the Mandela catalog, which is like a horror video playlist series on YouTube about like this something, like I don't know, but it's very much that similar vibe and I really like it. I really love it. So yeah, another movie that we watched was Project Hail Mary, and I fell in love with Eva Straat. Eva Straat is like the director or the head the Project Hail Mary, you know, project or something like that, mission, the Patrol Line mission. And she is a very interesting character. I really loved her decisions, her way of thinking, her sacrifice. And I just felt really like identified in her. It made me really want to read the book, to get closer to the character and find out more about her. And the movie really did touch me. It made me reflect a lot about Earth and the universe and our existence, not in a bad way, not in spiraling, but more in like purpose, like the purpose that we have, and do we have purpose already, or is it given to us? So yeah, I'm getting a little bit philosophical. Next is well, it's the same thing, TV shows. I've been watching a lot of H2O. I love mermaids, I love water, I love the ocean, I love watching documentaries about the ocean, and I love mermaids and sirens. So I've been watching a lot of H2O, reminiscent of my childhood. I usually put it in the background when I'm doing something, when I'm writing, when I'm drawing, and it's just really calming, very soothing. Recently I've been getting into more whimsical shows like that, or just that kind of media, like books that are that way, movies that are that way, series that are that way. A very like childish fantasy, childish fiction. And I think it's just a reaction to getting older, really. Like the older I get, the childish I become, in a way. Like the more connected to my childhood I am, and the more I regress to my childhood interests. Another TV show that is on the other spectrum, really, is Midnight Mass. Me and my sister have been watching Midnight Mass, and it's amazing. I really love horror movies, but I rarely see a good horror TV show. We're on episode 3, and so far it's really interesting. Yeah, we're excited for the rest. Other thing is stationery. I recently got this like blue highlighter, and I really love the look of this highlighter. I don't know, it looks very professional, very like sleek, clean. And I got these 2 pens, green and red, and this like marker. It's gray, it's a gray marker. And I've been writing in my journal with like only red for a while, but I wanted to explore other colors, and green is one of my favorite colors ever. So yeah, and I don't know, I feel like they're very aesthetic. They look very like a scholar, like a studious person, like a studious girl, you know. And yeah, I really been liking to write. I've been really liking writing with this, but I'm more of like a very flowy ink of kind of pen, because this one, it is flowy, but it still feels like a gel pen, you know. It doesn't truly feel like ink, like just ink. Now moving on to music. I've been listening to a lot of alternative music, and the thing about me is that I don't really have like a favorite artist. I don't really have like a favorite genre, or just like something that I listen to every time. I really like just jump between things, but mostly if I would have to choose, I would say alternative and folk, which is very opposites, but alternative and folk, maybe like country, borderline country, something like that. And for alternative, I've been listening to a lot of Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam. I've also been listening to Paramore a lot too. There's a band that I love that is called First Aid Kit, and you can see I have like one of their posters here and another one here, and I really love them. They're like a Swedish duo. They're a Swedish duo of sisters, and they make like the most just like full of life music. It's just music that like heals your soul, and I guess that's why they're called First Aid Kit. But it's just like really just like a soothing balm. Their music is very hopeful, and even if it's not hopeful, their voices make it sound like it's like a strength, like giving you strength or something like that. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. And I've been listening to a lot of Kate Bush, especially two albums, The Dreaming and The Kick Inside. From The Dreaming, I have like I think 4 favorite songs. From The Dreaming, my favorite songs are Pull Out the Pin, Suspended in Gaffa, Night of the Swallow, All the Love, and Get Out of My House. And then from The Kicking Side, Moving, Kite, The Man with the Child in His Eyes, Wuthering Heights, of course, and Room for the Life. Yes, I've been experimenting a lot because for me, summer, really, it's either like very ambiance music, like music that fits the mood of summer, or it's the complete opposite and I'm just like waiting for autumn, like yearning for the leaves to fall. And I have written here a cover by Boy Genius that is called Your Solo One, and I think it's a song by Shania Twain. Shania or Shina? I think it's Shania Twain, and Boy Genius like did a cover of it, and I was able to download like a 1-hour version of that song and just play it on loop. Another favorite is my new The North Face bag. It's like a tote bag. I think I got this ending of May or beginning of June. I'm not sure, but I love this. It's huge. Inside it has like a lot of compartments. It has here, like it has a zipper and it opens. It has here, and then it has like another flap here, and then you have this little pocket here, 2 side pockets. But do not let the side pockets fool you. They're like deep as hell. Like they're so deep, deeper than Mariana's Trench. They're so deep, okay? So I can fit like, so there was a time I fit a whole book in here. It looks small, but it can fit a lot. So yeah, it's very comfortable. Like you can, I think you can hold it as a tote bag. You can hold it as a tote bag or as a backpack too. You can just, and it turns into a backpack. I mostly use it as a tote bag, but yes, you can fit anything here. Anything. Right, so I left the best for last. It's still a work in progress, but I started a blog and it's called El Lobo. El Lobo, like spelled ELLE and then LOBO, which is like L, the name L, and then Lobo, which is like she wolf. It translates to she wolf using L, the French pronoun L for she, and then the Spanish word lobo for wolf, she wolf. And I have it here. Anyways, I'll insert like me scrolling through the thing so you can see. And well, I started it I started what, like 2 days ago. And yeah, I'm just gonna be posting like stuff that I'm not able to post here, like maybe essays, or, but I don't mean it, I don't mean it in like a Substack, Substack article, but I mean it like in a just rants, really, like intellectualized rants about whatever. It's me complaining about things. Sometimes I'm also thinking of talking about my favorite characters, posting art too, posting like my writing and all that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited for you guys to see it. I only have one thing up right now. I already have a lot of plans and a lot of things that I want to add to the website. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for my current favorites or things that I'm liking right now. Thank you guys for sticking till the end, and see you in the next video.